Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be unboxing and doing a hands-on review of the iQOO 12. Base variant is priced at 53,000 rupees for 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Next variant is priced at 58,000 rupees for 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage space. Now with this new phone, you can also get an additional 6 months of extended warranty, and you can also get 3,000 rupees instant discount, making the effective price of the phone at just 50,000 rupees for the base variant. And besides that, there are also some extra exchange offers for Vivo phones, iQOO phones, and non-Vivo and iQOO phones as well. So there are a lot of cool options, and the main highlight for this phone is its performance. Now this is the India's first phone to come out with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, and this is one of the first phones to launch in India with Android 14 right out of the box. And that too before the Samsung Galaxy S24 and the OnePlus 12 as well. So this is definitely way ahead of the league. Now, without any further delays, let's have a quick unboxing and then I'll talk about all the features offered by this phone. This phone will be available in two colors, Legend and Alpha, just like the iQOO 90 and the iQOO 11. Anyway, Legend is the white color and Alpha is the black color. With iQOO 11, for the Legend color, we got the vegan leather finish. This time we got an enamel glass. By the way, we have the Legend color in the 16GB variant. Now, without any further delays, let's unbox the phone. So here's the box. By the way, all the iQOO phones, like no matter which iQOO phone you get, they all have same packaging, except for this one. This one looks much more premium. The finishing of the box itself looks much more premium, whether it's the soft touch or the branding of BMW over here. So overall, a very premium packaging. And honestly, when you spend like 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, and Apple and Samsung gives out small boxes, at least this one feels much more satisfying. Anyway, here's the box. On the front, we have the iQOO branding and the BMW premium partnership information. It says BMW Motorsport. On the back side, there's some more information. Now let's unbox it. First, we have the phone. Next, there's a card with the BMW car on it. By the way, we got this car in the invitation. Next, we have the SIM card ejector, a transparent silicone case, documentation, 120-watt charger, and finally, a USB Type-C to Type-C charging cable. Now, here's the phone. It comes with a free screen guard pre-applied. Now, this is how the phone looks on the front, and this is how the phone looks on the back. Here's a closer look. Now first, let's have a physical overview. On the back side, this phone comes with a glass panel. As it's the Legend color, we have the enamel glass. At the top, we have the camera module, and iQOO calls it the porthole design. When I heard porthole, I thought it had something to do with ships, and that's all I know. So here's the thing. So portholes are supposed to be windows for spaceships and ships, so that astronauts and sailors can look what's going around. Anyway, this is the porthole design, and it definitely looks pretty different. I wish it was a bit more symmetric though. Anyway, as for the cameras, at the top we have the 50MP primary camera with the largest sensor in the segment, followed by a 50MP ultra-wide-angle camera, and finally a 64MP camera which offers 3x periscope telephoto lens. Now with this periscope camera, you can get 3x optical zoom, and after that you can go up to 10x, and finally we can also zoom up to 100x. I'll show you the sample shots later. Now as for selfies, we get a 16MP camera. Now back to the design. Towards the bottom it says iQOO branding, and it says fascination meets innovation. On the front, we have a huge display. It's a 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with 3000 nits of peak brightness. It has HDR10+ support, 144Hz of screen refresh rate, and it also comes with the Scotch Sensation UP glass for additional protection. We also have the front-facing camera inside the punch hole design. Now the sides of the phone are completely flat, just like the iPhones, and they are made of aluminum, and they are pretty shiny. Now on the right side, we got the power and volume buttons made of metal. They have a nice clicky feel to them, and they're also sufficiently elevated. On the left side, it's completely plain. On the top, we have the infrared blaster, secondary mic for noise cancellation, and the secondary speaker. On the bottom, we have the speaker grill, followed by the USB Type-C charging port, primary mic, and the SIM card tray. Now this is a closer look at the SIM card tray. We have dual nano SIMs, and there is no SD card option at all. By the way, this one also comes with the IP64 water and dust resistance, which gives you another flagship feature. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.1mm and weighs 207 grams. In hand, it fits pretty comfortably, and because of the flat sides, I feel this phone to be much more comfortable than my previous iQOO 90. Weight distribution of this phone is also pretty good. It feels like a very solid phone because of this flat sides and the boxy design, but overall it's not that heavy. Now for the rest of the specifications, this one sports a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, which is the latest processor from Snapdragon, with Adreno 750 GPU, up to 16GB of LPDDR5X RAM, and up to 512GB of UFS 4.0 storage. This phone also comes with a dedicated Q1 chip, just like the iQOO 11, which came with the V2 chip. which can enhance your gaming experience, increase the frame rate, and also improve your experience while watching videos. More on that later. When it comes to battery, this phone sports a 5000 mAh battery and also comes with a 120 watts flash charger inside the box. And yes, with this phone, you do get the charging adapter. Now, these are all the sensors that you get with this phone. Literally nothing's missing. In addition, you also get NFC and an infrared blaster at the top, which are actually pretty useful. Now, this is how the phone looks with the case on. It's just a soft case. It gives you basic protection, that's all. If you're worried about dropping your phone and breaking it, I would recommend you to get a better case. Now, let me just turn on the phone and set it up. Now, this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. By the way, we also got a new sidebar over here, which is a new feature on FunTouch OS 14. Now, using this feature, we can open applications in mini windows, which is actually pretty helpful for multitasking. Now, here's the about section. This phone is running FunTouch OS 14 based on Android 14. Right out of the box, we have the November 1st security patch. By the way, this phone gets 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security updates, which is actually as good as the Google's Pixel phones. Now, coming to the storage department, we get about 486 GB of free space for our user apps and user data. And we have about 10 GB of RAM free right out of the box. Now, this is the camera interface. It looks pretty similar to other Vivo and iQOO phones, but still we got some new features like the snapshot on the left side, and we have the supermoon mode, astro mode, and some other features. Now, these are some sample shots. By the way, we can record 8K video on this phone, we can take astro photos, long exposure shots, and do a lot more crazy stuff, but I'll talk about all these features in my camera review. Now let's check the speakers. This phone comes with symmetric dual stereo speakers, and this is how they sound.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem?
Now, these speakers are definitely pretty loud and they also sound pretty good. Now let's test the in-display fingerprint scanner. Once again, it's pretty fast. I really don't have any complaints over here. We also have the face unlock feature, and that too works really well. Whether it's a good lighting conditions, low lighting conditions, or complete darkness, face unlock is super fast and unlocks the phone within a second. Overall, face unlock works really well. It's super fast, but I would recommend you to use the fingerprint scanner instead to have better security for your phone. Now, when it comes to connectivity, we have dual nano SIMs, both support 5G. We have Bluetooth version 5.4, Wi-Fi version 7. We also have NFC, there is no SD card support, and finally these are all the bands that are supported on 5G. Now, this phone also has a large X-axis linear motor, which is actually much larger than the previous phones and other phones in this segment. So that basically means the haptic engine on this phone is much better, and I can definitely feel that haptic engine on this phone is actually much better than the iQOO 11. Like, it's much more stronger and you get that feel. And when it comes to gaming, you also have features like 4D vibration, where you get that subtle vibration whenever you shoot someone or whenever you just get shot. And the company is also improving this 4D vibration, like they're adding in more games. As of right now, I've just tested it with PUBG and Genshin Impact, and it works pretty well on both games. By the way, I forgot to mention, this phone also comes with something called wet touch display technology, where you can actually use your phone even when your phone is slightly wet or there are some droplets on your screen. And iQOO does it with the help of AI models. Like, this AI model came out of nowhere. Anyway guys, this is the new iQOO 12. It's the latest and greatest flagship from iQOO, and it definitely packs a huge punch. It really has the best of everything. You got the best processor, best in class display, dual stereo speakers, pretty good cameras, and for this time they have also included a periscope camera which you can zoom up to 100x. So overall, this is definitely a pretty good flagship, and the pricing is also pretty aggressive. So if you're looking for the best flagship phone around 50,000 rupees, I can definitely recommend you this phone. In fact, I'll be using it as my primary phone for the upcoming months. If you have any comments about this phone, like how it runs in the long run, just comment on our latest video and I'll get back to you immediately. So guys, overall, I would definitely recommend this phone. This is the best of what iQOO has to offer, and this is the best flagship phone that you can get around 50,000 rupees. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on the iQOO 12 and our tech news as well. See you next time.